What up, Cowboys Nation and YouTubers? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you? Hopefully, try to make some sense of this, be a little therapeutic, a little better off, because Lord knows every talking head has been waiting all season for this moment. Stephen A. on down to just laugh at the Cowboys. Stephen A., aren't you a Pittsburgh fan or a Philadelphia fan? I'm pretty sure that your team's got spanked twice, but you're worried about the Dallas Cowboys. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Just because some chick broke your heart years ago, you still acting like a little punk ass towards the Cowboy fans. That's fine. You know, do what you do. The reffing, it is what it is. Ain't no point to even complain about that, because that seems to happen every time we lose. It seems to be an instance of some kind of refereeing issue. Even though last night it was very blatant, and I call bullshit, but it is what it is. I mean, if y'all say that's the rule, them's the rules. I still don't understand how Dak is supposedly supposed to throw a ball to a referee to have it spotted when the nigga was 30 yards behind him. But other than that, it was a shit show from top to bottom. There was bad coaching, bad play calling, bad effort and execution by the players. I even seen a picture on Twitter that even the equipment people on the team sucked ass because they didn't even spell Van Der Esch's name correct. I didn't notice because I barely saw Van Der Esch, aside from missing tackles. But, yeah, it was just embarrassing. I agree with you, Jerry. Embarrassing from top to bottom. What are you going to do about it? It's your team, your organization, you're the GM. Everything stems from you. So saying this is the best squad you've had, that's because of you. Also, this squad laying a dud is also due to you. So, is it a major blow up? Doubt it. Even though a lot of fan base is still on McCarthy's ass for some unknown reason. It's not like he called the plays. You can't say he squandered timeouts because he started using them when he should have, except his team was so undisciplined, they kept giving him first downs. Now that you can attribute to your head coach about players being undisciplined. Some of the offsides or neutral zone infractions with Randy Gregory was because San Fran's left tackle Trent Williams decides to twitch his leg all the fucking time and make you jump offsides. Gee, I thought that was a flag, but I guess not. These guys were antsy. Micah jumping off. You know, these guys are trying to anticipate the snap of the ball. It's definitely his first playoff game. So the defense, they were a little jumpy, to say the least. Trayvon Diggs got, I admit, he got burned a couple times. Not for anything, you know, huge, because after the half they did lock it down. But up until that point, he got behind on a couple plays, and that beat him a couple times. Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, definitely. Van Der Esch missing tackles. Curse, KZ. The whole defense just acted like this was preseason, really, until they started figuring it out in the second half. Why do we always wait till the second half to figure shit out? I don't know. But they did. So, defense, thanks to Dan Quinn, that's why he's getting the love, they turn things around, they see what's going on, they clamp things down. Offense, on the other hand, can't get out of neutral to save their lives. If they get out of neutral, they're stuck in first gear. They never seem to ramp anything up. And when they do, it's bad execution by the players, and the play's a dud. If the play ain't a dud, it's a big gain, and a fucking penalty from somewhere gets it pulled back. I just don't understand. It's not that hard to just keep your hands on your man until the play is gone and then let go. You know? Connor Williams turned out to be a penalty machine again. That's why he was even taken off the starting rotation for a couple games. They put him back in, and he's right back to his same old shit. Tyron Smith, A.L. Collins. I mean, other than Tyler Biotish and Zach Martin, that offensive line was ass. You couldn't create running lanes, and you were getting beat back into the lap of Dak all night long. Four guys rushing. Not blitzing, not anything extra until, they had to. But 4 guys rushing without Nick Bosa for a while and without Fred Warner. And you still couldn't get anything moving? This is why we'll never win anything. Because it's simple shit like that. When you have an advantage with, star corners out, star defensive ends, star tackles, star linebackers all missing, you're supposed to take advantage. Star safeties. And you attack. Instead, we just do the same shit. We ain't learned nothing. That's the Kellen Moore problem. That's why he's not ready to be a head coach of any fucking where. He shouldn't even be our OC anymore because he turned back into Jason Garrett on us, calling the same bullshit that doesn't do anything. It's the same stuff we're always pissed off at him about. No motion before the snap. No RPO action. No running game, no running lanes, bad play calling with screens and shit that don't work, trick plays when they can't execute them. Obviously, the play at the end of the game with the design quarterback draw, and then you fucking have that turn into a clusterfuck, even though you say you practice it. Obviously not. Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, it's like you never heard of a slant in your life. The whole fucking middle of the field is open and you keep throwing it on the sidelines and wonder why these guys got to fucking learn toe tapping to keep the ball in bounds because your quarterback's overshooting them half the time. Because you fucking don't have anything in the middle of the field. When your tight ends go out, they're fucking running up seams. They're not just sitting in the middle of the field catching anything. I just don't understand it. You got stars and you don't use them. Your quarterback's not targeting them. He's dumping off. He's not even trying to run for it. The man ain't been right since fucking before Halloween and the calf. We know that. We see it, but we're being lied to saying everything's fine. But it's not. It doesn't show. Your running back, your top back, has a partially torn PCL, and you kept his ass running week after week after week and giving Pollard nothing. That is a major problem with this organization. If somebody's hurt and they're not getting time off and you got, 5 running backs that can run, I'm pretty sure that it may have been against backups, but Ito Smith, Jaquan Hardy, Corey Clement, they can all run. It is possible. Other guys can run the damn ball. Jesus Christ, give some faith to some fucking body. But it's inconspicuous that it's the same shit, different year, pissing off fans to where we are turning into Philadelphia, where we are throwing objects at the fucking referees because we want to blame somebody. It's embarrassing. Apparently, people are attacking players and players' families on social media and wherever you can find them. That's not cool. But this is the shit that the Jones family and this organization has turned us into. They're turning us into animals. Because it's what I saw somebody say, it's a triangle of death. You get our hopes up, and then you just crush it every single time. It's a nasty circle. And I mean, Amari Cooper's already fed up. It's starting to show that he's kind of getting done with this shit. Michael Gallup, he might not have any choice but to come back just because he's hurt right now. He doesn't have the opportunity to put his money out there because of the injury. Some other guys, man, we'll get to that another time. But again, This is like 2016. You have a team that could do everything and you wasted. 2014, you had a team that could do everything, you wasted it. You had a team in 2007, had everything, you wasted it. It's just a continuous cycle. All you do is change players and change coaches, but something seems to stay all the time, namely ownership. That's the only constant that has never changed. We're sick and tired of it. That's why a lot of people are quitting on this team, because we're fucking sick of the same shit every year and putting our money into this, our fucking health, our blood, sweat, and tears, and we're getting nothing out of it. The players aren't even taking accountability anymore. It's a shit show. There's no other way to put it. So far, we are the only team that hosted a game that lost. All other teams at home won easily. Why are we the only ones that look like gumps every single time? You can't be happy at all. You just can't give us any kind of happiness. Just one time to show the fuck up so we can silence the doubters, and you just piss it all into the wind. It's fucking ridiculous. I, for one, am sick and tired of it. If you check my Twitter, all things except for Cowboys fans has been deleted. I don't care anymore. When my family tells me I'm fucking having heart attacks or look like I'm having heart attacks and they need to call 911 because I'm getting too animated and hyped into these games, I'm done. I fucking started drinking again last night because of this damn team. I can't do it anymore. If there's some huge, earth-shattering breaking news, I'll talk about it. But other than that daily stuff that some of the other guys can do, I go to them for that content because I ain't for it. The daily practice reports and all that good stuff, I don't care. I really don't. So, other than player exits and who's probably not coming back and coaching changes, I'm probably not going to do way too much of any of this stuff for the foreseeable future. I'm going to focus on my life, my family, and believe it or not, I have 2 other YouTube channels. So, until next time, whenever that is, I hope y'all have a pleasant Monday. Try to make it through all this. It's going to be difficult, but as a Cowboy fan, this is what we get every single time. And there's just no way to defend it anymore. I'm sorry. So, I'm out. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Big Dallas Cowboy fan, out.